Hey, so let's have a conversation quickly here. Summer has been beautiful, hasn't it? But winter is coming. And let's talk about what it means to be winter in Canada. First of all, Mark Carney has signed no deals anywhere of any kind. There are no interprovincial trade agreements. There are no deals with the European Union, who he said he was practically like this with. There are no deals with anybody. China's slapping another 75% on our farmers. Americans are slapping 35% tariffs on everything not covered by the free trade agreement. And now the U.S. ambassador to Canada has told us that we are in flagrant violation of that free trade agreement because we are creating barriers to U.S. products that are protected underneath the Canadian free trade agreement, including the Starlink satellite system that the Ontario government agreed to purchase from Starlink, Elon Musk's company, the removal of Jack Daniels from our liquor stores. These things are going to undermine the main trade agreement and allow the Americans to walk right away from that months and months ahead of schedule. Unless you think this is hyperbole, it's not. Last week, Rockwell Industries announced that they are shutting down their advanced automotive robotics factory in Ontario and moving all those jobs to America. And Magna International has announced that they will be closing plants in London, Ontario, and moving all those jobs to Ohio. This is real. Donald Trump isn't keeping our deal alive because he feels sorry for us and he knows we're going to do the right thing and make a deal. He's keeping our agreement alive while these companies move their manufacturing facilities south of the border. And once enough of them do that, it will be over. And so what are we doing as a country? Well, we're once again enabling the native grift community to come in and pretend that they have an economic say in our country. They do not. Yet the Premier of Manitoba has now said that there will be no significant economic development project across Canada without the blessing of all the native councils. Now, you may know Wab Kinew as a native who's been a grifter for some time and an NDP politician to the core. He's basically another man waiting for a handout, and he's put the entire province of Manitoba at his doorstep. Then we have the Supreme Court decision in British Columbia, which literally stripped private property rights away and said that all private property in the province of British Columbia is now subservient to native land claims. That makes BC uninvestable as a place to grow, and it also has serious implications for the province of New Brunswick. And finally, the most serious situation is the perfect storm arising in Quebec and Alberta. In Quebec, the Parti Québécois, the independent sovereigntist movement, is about to create a landslide across the province, at the same time that the Alberta Prosperity Project has already collected enough signatures to compel a referendum in Alberta on independence. The problem for Canada is that Alberta is the sugar daddy, and the rest of the country is just dependent upon a splendid daddy called Ontario that doesn't have a dime to spare. Put bluntly, Alberta generates $140 billion in foreign currency reserves every year versus $220 billion